Hey everybody, this is Crystal with Reality Check, and today is a special Monday because we have back-to-back reality checks. I'm so excited about this conversation we're about to have because I have the one, the only, the handsome, debonair Titus, aka Kendrick from Ambitions, is here with us today. Welcome, Kendrick.
Thank you. That was a great introduction, man.
Well, you are doing a great job. You are doing a great job on Ambitions. If you guys are not watching Ambitions, which airs on the OWN network, you are missing out because you're not getting a chance to see this guy right here.
Yes.
Hold it down. We had a chance to interview Essence earlier this year.
Okay.
And she talked about the role and that she plays. The two of you guys are married.
Right.
And for the first time on network TV in this way, we're seeing a married couple who is dealing with a past infidelity on the behalf of the wife. Unheard of. Usually we know the guy messes up, but in Titus' case, aka Kendrick's case, it's the wife that's messed up, and he wanted to save his family, so he went back in, gave her a second chance, and last week's episode had Instagram going crazy, right?
Yeah.
So her ex-lover came back and delivered to you some text messages, information that basically set it up so people that didn't see it can have a chance to kind of catch up with what happened last weekend.
So her ex-lover, Damian Collins, still loves her.
Yes.
Still wants her, still desires her, and he's underhanded in trying to get back with her. So he sets me up to go to jail. He's spying on us. He's doing all these underhanded things, and I think he's at a reaching point that he can tell that she's done. Mm-hmm. So the final blow, he delivers to me through email some devastating texts and phone calls that he recorded of her. Yeah. So he's been a little shady, but yeah. And it's final straw.
The final straw. So there's a scene where he's, we don't hear you listen. You see you hearing some of the things that he's saying, right, and then hearing her voice and the look in your eyes. It felt really like, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I believed you. I believe that you were really hurting Kendrick. What did you do when you read that scene? What were you thinking?
We've all had relationship issues.
Yes.
It just, in order to do scenes like that, you have to step into those past relationships and kind of re-garner the feeling that you had back then. So I just thought about a few relationships that I've had. I've never really been cheated on. I've been lied to.
Yeah, I'm like, have you ever had anything like that?
Nah, because I'm usually straightforward. I ain't been in that many relationships anyway. So, but so I had to just touch into a couple of things, or sometimes we can, if I'm close enough to friends that are going through it, I can see how they had made them feel, and I can touch into that. And that's basically all I had to do. That whole day, I knew it was coming. So when I saw Essence, I didn't speak to her. In the trailer, she kept trying to. Kendrick. And I was just like, I would just give it a look. And then after we were done, you got to decompress. You got to get that out of you. And so we hugged for about 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
She's like, you gonna talk to me now? And I said, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Wow,
yeah.
Wow. That's crazy that you put yourself in that place to really feel that pain. Right. Now, Instagram was crazy. I saw Isaac Hayes' page where he, as a guy, was just like, oh my God, a man could not handle that.
Right. And
he had over 100 comments of guys saying, oh no, she got to die, she got to move, she got to get, what is the difference? Because we have a double standard, right? We see women go through this every day.
Right.
There's a woman going through it right now.
Right. And
she's going to be fine in a couple of hours.
Right.
What is the difference between a man feeling that kind of betrayal and a woman feeling that type of betrayal?
I don't think there's much of a difference. I think a man just has a bigger ego than the woman. And, to have that, that macho, like, my lady ain't gonna ever do that to me.
Yeah.
And she been doing it the whole time y'all been together. it's just a blow to your ego, basically. Among other things.
Yeah. Do you think you personally could stay in a relationship after that type of infraction has happened?
Absolutely not. Nope. I'm out of there. I mean,
You didn't even think about it. You didn't even take a minute. Kendrick,
No,
wait a
I
minute.
mean,
What if you love her? What if you've been together for years? It's a strong foundation.
Right. I mean, I understand that, but love is two ways, right?
It is. It
So
is.
if that love, if she already broke it,
Yeah.
why do I have to be the one to,
Have you ever cheated on a woman?
No.
Never? Kendrick, really?
I tell you, I ain't been in that many relationships.
But still.
And I'm real
sometimes-
honest,
Yeah.
and I just will not get into a relationship with someone if I'm not ready.
Right. That's key.
Why?
That's key. Now
I've seen it happen too much. I've had friends married.
Yeah.
Next week, they doing dirt. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why'd you just get married, dude? It don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because he felt pressured but now 2 years later you're divorced. So you just wasted. I don't like wasting time.
I'm with you.
I'd rather be working or, trying to do something productive with my life or trying to inspire somebody to be great.
Yeah.
Instead of just lying. I mean, it's too easy.
Well, that is true. I mean, I really had a whole comeback, but I wasn't prepared for you to tell me you never cheated ever in your whole life.
No.
Not even when you were in high school?
No, I didn't. I really didn't date much in high school. I grew up really shy.
Yeah.
So
You said
I didn't start it.
We came to OWN and you were talked a little bit before the season started. I had no idea that the show was going to be this steamy. Like you guys are doing a really great job, but you did talk about being shy and kind of overcoming that. So how do you go from being shy to being like having these really? The first scene on Ambitions was like a sex scene, which you would ask us. How do you go from being shy to being this up and coming sex symbol?
I think. The older I get, mentally I know that I can control self.
Yeah.
And anything I want to do, I can do it. Yeah. So sometimes shyness is just merely overcoming something.
Yeah.
Overcoming, I don't know why I was so shy growing up. I don't know. But sometimes if I just sit and think, we make choices. Yeah. I choose not to be shy. I mean, now it still affects me. I'm not saying I'm completely over it, but I just chose not to be that way. I chose to be an actor. I chose to be, so I know that I have to walk into a room full of people and even though I'm sweating, Kenny, is cool. Just talk regular to people. And then it slowly starts going away. Yeah.
How is it doing like sex scenes and stuff like that? Because is that a different, or do you feel like you have an alter ego? Because some actors are very different one-on-one, but when they get in character, they can really go there.
It's awkward. You got 40 or 50 people watching you. You barely have clothes on. Yeah. It's super awkward. You don't have that feeling for that person really. I love Essence. Don't get me wrong,
she's a
but
beautiful woman.
We're not intimate in real life like that. So it's like I'm hesitant to touch you. We had to have these long conversations on what I can do, what I can't do. Right. And then, you got to go to work. Yeah. You got to you got to snap out of it. And sometimes when you get in the moment, just like that last scene, you step outside of Kendrick and become Titus, who's hurt, who's, this and that. Yeah. You'll just do it. You just do it. And if she says, no, don't touch me right there, then we'll do it again. But you just do it.
Got to get in a character.
Yeah.
Now, another question that came up, because the background of Titus is that he used to be with Stephanie, who actually is played by legendary actress Robin Givens, right? So another question, and then there's actually a scene with you, which is a memory on Ambitions. It's a scene, you guys got to watch it. If I'm spoiling it for you, you should have been watching it, okay?
Right.
So there's a scene with you and Robin in the tub. It's a memory, but
it's a dream.
It's a dream, right. But it appears that Titus still has some feelings that he seems to be kind of maybe like pushing down for his ex. So he was with Robin, Stephanie, and then she didn't treat him correctly, and then he got with Amara, i.e. Essence, and then she cheated on him. So what is Titus gonna do?
What's next? Mess with Bella? I don't know. Same situation. I think Titus and Stephanie's situation is slightly different. She didn't cheat per se.
Right. She was just.
But she's always been Stephanie.
Right.
and thinking that I'm going to wait, because apparently what they told me, they had broken up a few times. They would always get back together. Well, this last particular time, Titus tried to get back with her, and she stopped responding.
Wow.
Unbeknownst to him, she was out of the country. So then when she comes back and sees that he's with Amara, she thinks that he's cheating, and and that kind of is why she is the way she is today. I think if her and Titus stayed together, she probably wouldn't be so bitchy.
Yeah, that was my next question, is because sometimes, do you think, and I don't know about, you know, what types of women Kendrick has dated as opposed to Titus, but sometimes a man can see something good in a woman that other people may not see, or vice versa. So do you think that sometimes women that have that hard, bitchy exterior, if they're loved correctly, may be a little different?
Yeah, I think it's all about vulnerability. You know, it's I think in energy, I'm all about energy, connection, frequency.
Right.
You know, sometimes you ever been around someone and you don't like them and you just don't know why.
It's the feel.
You know, your energy is not connecting, and I think with some people it does perfectly. I've had, you know, girlfriends or women that I've meshed with completely, and we didn't end up not together, and I always like, hey, why we never, you know. And then there's others who it's mixy, and we end up arguing and not talking anymore. So, you know, I think it's just whatever she wants to allow, whatever she wants to be vulnerable about. And I think Stephanie may have had, you know, some things she softened up around Titus about, because she liked him that much.
Yeah, because it seems like the rest of the story, guys, if you guys are not keeping up, I'm trying to give you the cliff notes. So Stephanie is married to the mayor, who it doesn't appear they have a lot of genuine love. It seems like it's a real, they married for business.
It's a business.
A lot of people think a lot of people do that, right? So it appears that she married for business, and she still obviously has feelings for Titus. So one of the questions that we got is, do you think that it's okay for a spouse, because even though Titus is not happy with Amara, they're still married. But do you think that he now has an opportunity to kind of rediscover his feelings for Stephanie, because he's been wronged so badly in his marriage?
I mean, that's a good question. I think he's still soft on Stephanie, but at the same time, that lawsuit that they're going through, he's not exactly happy with Stephanie. And he sees the bitchy side of her, and he doesn't like it. So I think at this point, he's not thinking about anybody in that regard. He might get weak and you know, be tempted, but you know, I think Titus just wants to be, you know.
He seems like a good guy. Do you think that and I will ask this for just period in relationships, do you think that you can separate what someone does in business if you don't agree with their ethics from the person that they are, and say, okay, well, I could still be with Stephanie because I like how she treats me as a person, I just don't like how she does business? Or do you think that a person's ethics and just their character are just intertwined?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, even if we think about today, politics. I got friends, diehard Republicans. You know, I don't like to affiliate myself with any political group, but when you see the way the immigrants are treated, and I see some of their comments, which are leaning more towards racist, I can't separate that. Now I'm thinking like, oh, okay, you've been like that. But then I'll get a call, or you know, a black man gets shot in the back, and they're commenting on my page things like, well, I need to see the rest of the video first. I want to see why he did this. And then they call me on the low and say, hey man, you all right? You know, what's going on? Like, why can't you speak like that So it's hard. At that point, I'm like, I don't think we're gonna be super cool anymore. Now, I don't dislike anyone, but
I know who you are now.
Right.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, I got friends, you know, like me, who act the same way. So people are just gonna be people. People
are just people. Well, you guys, we're gonna take a brief break here with Kendrick Cross. We're gonna come back, we're gonna talk more, because tomorrow night on OWN is the mid-season finale. We're gonna see if we can get him to give us any scoop about the mid-season finale. So stay tuned, we'll be right back in a few minutes. This is Christal Reality Checks. Stay right there.